Welcome to the next episode of the seventh season of the Michigan Dynasty versus Texas. Week 3 of the year 2030. The number 1 team in the nation, the Michigan Wolverines, take on the Texas Longhorns in the Big House. Texas 1-1, Michigan 1-0. It's time to play football. And we'll see you at halftime. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you do enjoy.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now the play fake. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Anytime the pitchman is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Finds his big tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Finds a crease at the 20. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Coming out with it, it's Trevino. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. Just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to pick up a first down. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He makes the connection. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fast motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman trophies.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. The offense set for a first down play. He'll keep it himself. Pirouettes through. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the option. Nice move to keep moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Wolverines. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Algier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Working that left side. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to get to it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on second down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll do it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe. He'll off one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the second quarter.
End of the first half, Michigan wins it by 20. 27-7. No one really expected this from this game. Some stats for you. Michigan's George Connecticut, 3 of 5, 23 yards and an interception. Rushing-wise, Denton McMillan, 8 for 53 and a touchdown, and Willie Bannon, 3 for 57 and a touchdown. Or 2 touchdowns, sorry. But we'll see at the end of this ball game, Michigan on top, 27-7. Michigan with the ball to start the second half. We'll see you at the end. Thanks for watching, and I hope you do enjoy.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And
they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He'll heave it deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Trevino. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Off-play action on first down.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. Situations. The defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. A lot of yardage in front of them, 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30, past the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man quickly. Makes a catch and knocked down. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got enough for the first. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
He wants to take the top off. Can't connect on his first throw.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He'll take another shot here. Touchdown Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. Talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They're going to run it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to stay on his feet. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. At the 45 on his way. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Smashes through.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU.
Wants to throw on first down.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After that last completion, it's second down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wall. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
Oh, he wants it all. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
And that ball is picked off. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. Let's go. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Looking to throw on second down. Going for it all. And that pass is incomplete.
Michigan
going for the
dominates the Texas Longhorns.
And that's going to do it for
this
one.
for the season
This
one
is what you're looking for when you
48-14 Wolverines over the Longhorns.
with them. Go out and play to a standard.
Billy Bannon, player of the game,
Dominant.
15 attempts, 116 yards, and 2
It's
scores.
like how many
With a
can
lot
I
of
win by?
offensive
I
stats
like
to
that
take a
you
look
put
at
your foot on the
today.
gas and just continue to pile it on. It's
George
their
Connected
job
Power,
to stop
5 of 8,
you.
99 yards, a touchdown and a pick.
It's
But
not about the
8
X's
for
and the
6,
O's,
54
it's
yards,
the
also a
Jimmies and the
touchdown.
Joes. This
Yeah.
is why recruiting is so important in college
Especially
football.
when
They
Bannon
just had
15
better
for
players.
116 and 2
More
scores.
physical, they were
McMillan
faster,
10
and it showed today.
for 67 and a
That's going to do it
touchdown.
for us. For
Garrison
Jesse
2
Palmer,
for
David
10 and a
Pollack, I'm
touchdown.
Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
John Algier, 3 for 34. The 2 receiving touchdowns for Clifton Garrison and Taylor Radigan. And Michigan, 2 interceptions. Dalton, 2-yard pick, or 22-yard return, and Franco with a touchdown. Texas's defense, both picked for Brian Rusi. Anthony Andres Hector, 21 for 32, 265, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Scoring summary for Michigan. It took Texas a little while to get on the scoreboard. but Michigan pulled them off. 48-14 our final score in Ann Arbor. The number 1 team in the country dominates Texas. And another dominating victory for the Michigan Wolverines. We are now 2-0 on the season, while Texas is falling to 1-2. Michigan should stay at the number 1 ranking. Galvin Horn, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week, and National Defensive Player of the Week. And now we're heading to Starkville for our biggest matchup of the season so far. UCF pulls off a stunner at home against Florida. The top 25 now looks like this. Michigan, USC, Penn State, Cal, Louisville, Stanford, Georgia, who beat Ohio State, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Illinois. Wisconsin lost to USC. Oregon's number 11, LSU 12, obviously. Mississippi State at 13, Oklahoma 14, 15's TCU, Washington 15 or 16, Florida 17 for their loss to UCF, not USF. 18's Colorado, 19 Michigan State, 20 Clemson, 21 Nebraska, 22 Notre Dame, 23 NC State, 24 Boston College, and 25 Memphis. The Michigan Wolverines. The Big Ten. Even though no Big Ten games have really been played yet. Ohio State is 0-2 to start the season. As there have been 2 Big Ten games played, as USC and Washington have both played conference games against Rutgers and Wisconsin. So Washington played Rutgers, because we know that USC played Wisconsin. Next week we head to Starksville. Malachi Combs leads the Heisman Trophy right now. But we head to Starkville next weekend. Our next episode to take on Mississippi State. The Bulldogs on the road. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and go Blue. Michigan defeats Texas 48-14.